AJ Styles, and you're watching BrettO Live.
Was WWE Extreme Rules 2022 good or bad? What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and welcome to the WWE Extreme Rules 2022 full match card results and reactions video in a WWE action figure setup style. In this video, we're going to be going over WWE Extreme Rules, every single match, every single moment, everything that happened on the Premium Live event just this past Saturday. What a show. Pretty decent show. It added up. It's had its ups. It had its downs, though. We're going to be talking about both in this video. This by no means was a perfect show, not going to lie. But like I said, I'm going to jump into it. We are going to talk about it. Was it good? Was it bad? We'll answer that question by the end of the video. Opening match of the night, it was Sheamus, Butch, Holland, the Brawling Brutes, going up against Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, as well as Giovanni, Vinci, Imperium. This was an amazing tornado tag team match, a 6-man tornado tag. It was awesome. No disqualification. They had barrels on ringside that Butch was doing flips off of. They had a bar that Sheamus got slammed on. This was such an awesome match. Probably my favorite moment of the match was when Sheamus hit the Celtic Cross on Gunther. I swear, I feel like I haven't seen the Celtic Cross in such a long time. And through the announce desk, I loved it. And then in the end, we saw Butch and Holland hold Giovanni in place, so then Sheamus could hit the good old the bro kick. He hyped it up with the crowd, which I loved. He was able to hit the bro kick on Giovanni Vinci and pick up the victory by all of them pinning Giovanni Vinci. I thought it was absolutely awesome how the Brawling Brutes were finally able to get the best of Imperium here in a 6-man tornado tag team match. And I really enjoyed that opening match. I loved it. I thought it was a great opener, great way to get the crowd hyped up. Moving over here, it was Ronda Rousey going one-on-one with Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed this match, but the ending had me confused. I feel like right after Liv Morgan hit that big swanton through the table, I feel like everything went south after that. Because I feel like Liv Morgan did get a concussion after she went through that table laid out with Ronda Rousey on top of it. Because when she came down on Ronda Rousey, the back of her neck and the back of her head whipped down and hit the ring mat as the table broke. And I'm like, holy crap. And then as she was getting not even submitted, she didn't even tap out to lose. She passed out. And she was smiling as she was getting passed out. I'm like, I don't think that's part of the script here. I feel like she had a concussion. She was just out of it, dude. Literally. There were a handful of botches in this match, but it was still a decent match. In the end, we saw Ronda Rousey, like I said, pass out Liv Morgan and win back the SmackDown Women's Championship, that making her, I believe, a 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion. Not bad at all. Am I happy about Ronda Rousey winning the title again? Personally, no, only because I feel like Ronda Rousey isn't the best champion. That's just my opinion. I feel like Liv Morgan was a little bit more over. I would have left the title on Liv Morgan. That's just me, though. Third match on the card, we saw Carrie and Cross go up against Drew McIntyre in a strap match, and I personally wasn't the biggest fan of how they started this. They didn't even start by starting the match. Carrie and Cross, he got handed the strap. He had to put it around his wrist and lock it on his wrist, and he refused to do it. He kept refusing to do it, and then he threw the strap outside to Scarlett. Scarlett pulls the strap and distracts Drew McIntyre, and Karrion Kross gets a bunch of cheap shots in on Drew McIntyre before the match even gets started. I'm like, come on, just put the strap on and get down to business. He finally ended up putting the strap on. Then it was a slugfest with that strap. They were wailing each other over with the back, with the strap. It was awesome. I loved the strap shots to the back and the chest, even to the face. It was freaking nuts. But then it all came down to Scarlett. Scarlett enters the ring right when it looks like Karrion Kross is about to lose the match, and she sprays Drew McIntyre right in the face and the eyes with pepper spray. I'm like, what? Dude, and Karrion Kross, right after this, is able to pick up the victory over Drew McIntyre, of course. But the fact that he had to use his wife to win this match was so pathetic. He felt so on top as he was walking up the ramp. He's like, oh, I got the best of Drew. Oh, I won. Dude, you needed your wife to come in with pepper spray to take out Drew McIntyre. You're a coward, and you should not have won that match. Moving into our next match, it was Bianca Belair going one-on-one with Bayley in a ladder match, and I was really excited for this match, but personally I don't think it lived up to the hype. I feel like the ladders really weren't utilized as much as I wanted them to. There's a pretty cool elbow drop where the ladder was like a bridge from the steel stairs to the barricade, but it didn't break when Bianca got elbow dropped through it by Bayley. That was a little unfortunate. Or did Bianca do the elbow drop to Bayley? I mean, I forgot. But they tried doing an elbow drop and the ladder didn't break. And then Dakota Kai, Io Sky ended up coming out trying to play the factor in making Bayley retain. And of course, Alexa Bliss and Asuka were injured in that brawl on Monday Night Raw, so they weren't able to come out and help Bianca Belair. So Bianca Belair had to fight off Dakota Kai and Io Sky. She was able to do that by hitting a double KOD on both of them, getting them out of the equation, and then she was able to incapacitate Bayley enough where she was able to climb the ladder and retain the Raw Women's Championship, which I'm happy about. I really didn't want to see Bayley win the title, so I'm really happy about this one. As far as the match goes, though, a little underwhelming. I thought this match could have been way better, and it definitely could have. Moving over here, the entire night, Miz was being antagonized by the mascot of the hockey team of Philly. I'm not really sure the name of the mascot. But yeah, he was antagonized by the mascot, and everybody thought Dexter Lumis was in the costume, of course. But he wasn't in the costume. That dude, the mascot, was just messing with the Miz all night, and then Dexter Lumis randomly appears behind the Miz after he takes out the mascot, which I would assume he thought Dexter Lumis was inside of. But then Dexter Lumis just passes him out again. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. And it's getting boring. Like I said in the week in review, this is literally getting super boring in my opinion, and I'm not into it anymore. I was when it was like the first 2 weeks of it, but now it's way too boring, and I'm not into it anymore. Moving over here, it was Edge versus Finn Balor in an I Quit match. I loved this match. I thought this match was so well planned out, so well executed. We saw a big brawl between the two men fighting outside in the WWE Universe by the barricades. It was an absolute all-out brawl. And then, of course, we had Damian Priest and Dominic and Rhea Ripley all run out Judgment Day to make sure that Finn Balor was able to take out Edge and make him say I quit, which they weren't going to be able to make him say I quit if it wasn't for Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix interjected herself in this match to try to help out Edge as well as Rey Mysterio, but they did not pose any good factors. Judgment Day just too dominant, and they took them both out, but the factor was Edge wasn't saying I quit after like 3 coup de grace, but then Rhea Ripley, first, Damian Priest, Dominic, and Finn Balor held Edge up to watch Rhea Ripley do the concerto to Beth Phoenix. And before Rhea Ripley could do it, Edge said, I quit. And I loved the tone that he said it. It was such a low tone. I quit. I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of felt bad for him. But then I was like, dude, Edge, don't even say I quit. Rhea Ripley's going to do it anyway. And she did it anyway. This freaking piece of crap did it anyway. And she smashed the head of Beth Phoenix. This was really good. Beth Phoenix had a great sell to the move. It was an amazing little sequence of events here. I'm still not the biggest fan of Judgment Day, but I am a fan of how this match went. I thought it was pretty good. And yeah, if you think it's over between Edge and the Judgment Day, yeah, you're very wrong. Moving over here was our main event of the show. Well-deserved main event. It was Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins in the fight pit match, the modified steel cage match, if you will. Daniel Cormier is the special guest referee. This match was pretty good. They definitely used the cage to their advantage. They went up on the little second platform, hit a pedigree, hit a curb stomp. It was pretty cool. He did a buckle bomb into the wall, and I'm like, oh my god, that wall better not break down. That would have been absolutely catastrophe. That would have been an absolute catastrophe. But then he got knocked off the top of that second little sector on the top rope, or on the top of the fight pit, and then Riddle looks down and he hits a massive, not a swanton bomb, but just a senton off the top of the freaking fight pit, and he hit Rollins so damn hard, and I was like, oh my god, Rollins could actually have broken ribs after this. He hit him so hard, literally, look back at it, if you guys haven't seen it, he hit him so freaking hard, and then after that, Seth Rollins did everything he could to send Riddle into the steel cage. Well, Riddle had a triangle locked in, but it wasn't enough. Rollins had to tap out because he could not take it anymore. The pain after that swanton, or not the swanton, the senton, had to have been absolutely immense. That pain. I'm serious. If you guys haven't seen it, look back at it. Other than that, I did enjoy the fight pit match. I do think they could have done more, not going to lie, but it was still good. That senton was insane. And then right after the fight pit match, Riddle is walking up the entrance stage, And the lights go out, and I'm like, oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. First, I saw the little WWE copyright thing that pops up in the left-hand corner. I'm like, oh my God, no Bray, you're kidding me. And then the lights go out, and it's like, you got the whole world. I'm like, oh my God, it's Bray, let's go. I kind of knew it was Bray already, but just to confirm it was Bray, they said he's got the whole wild world in his hands. I'm like, oh my God, it's Bray, let's freaking go. So they did that, and then they showed all the members of the Firefly Funhouse, Rambling Rabbit, the Buzzard, the Pig. They showed them all in the crowd wearing little outfits, and then they did a flash of the Firefly Funhouse, which I thought was so cool, and all the animals were dead. And this is right after the Fight Pit match. And no, he's not targeting Riddle or Rollins. This was just a separate thing after the Fight Pit, which I am excited about, that he didn't start a rivalry right away with Seth and or Riddle. So that was pretty cool. And then, to seal the deal, they showed a door at the entrance stage, and who came out of that door? None other than Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt came out of that door. He had a mask on, and I'm like, oh my God, is this going to be the new mask? Is he going to be wearing this mask? He takes the mask off and reveals vintage Bray Wyatt, I think. He said, I'm here, and then blew out the classic lantern. This is literally what he looked like right here. This is almost exactly what he looked like. This action figure is a perfect replication of what he looked like when he took that mask off. Let's effing go. Bray Wyatt is back in WWE, and I'm so dang hyped about it, bro. He's back, dude. He was chilling up by the entrance stage, and he's like, I'm here. I was like, yes! Who's going to be his first rival, guys? I have no clue, but I don't even care. I'm glad Bray's back. No more Fiend, it looks like. It looks like he canceled that. So I'm glad. I'm happy about that. Give us something fresh. Give us something new. And I'm hyped. I'm hyped. But yeah, guys, that was Extreme Rules setup style. Did I think the show was good? I definitely thought it was good. Bray Wyatt re-debuting. Or returning, I should say. Absolute dub. But as far as like the regular matches on the card, decent. I wouldn't say they're bad. I wouldn't say they're good. I would say a solid decent. Favorite match on the card, definitely Brawling Brutes Imperium. That match was awesome. But as far as the show in a whole, like all these matches, 3 out of 5. That's just my personal opinion. I really enjoyed most of the matches, but Extreme Rules in a whole, 3 out of 5. Bray Wyatt's return, separate rating, 6 out of 5. Literally, let's go. I cannot believe this man is back in WWE. Let's freaking go. But yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this Extreme Rules results and reactions video. Feel free to drop a like. Let me know what you guys thought about the show down in the comments down below. Subscribe to BrettO Live, and I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live out.